Saucy reading of the year. This is The God of Carnage, or actually, missed that off the front, just God of Carnage. Written by Yasmina Reza and translated by Christopher Hampton. The four actors on my right are Phil Vaughan, Claire Dugan, Barbara Power and John Glass. So we are currently in rehearsals for God of Carnage. This show is dear to me because I have been in it before up in Christchurch, and it marks my directing debut here at the Fortune and also the beginning of my programming as artistic director at the theatre. It's a strong, complex, funny, political play and has many layers, and today we're going to, well I'm not, these guys are just going to take you from the top of the play a few pages in to get you a little flavour as to what it's about. Two couples, the Rai and the Vallon. We're in the Vallon household. The Rais are visiting and they're here this evening to discuss a fracas that happened in the playground between their two children. One of the children hit the other one in the face with a stick, and these couples have never met before this evening, and so they're here during the course of the play, which is a lovely 90-minute play in and out, to discuss this incident. I'll leave it over to you guys and I'll pick it up when you're finished.
So, this is our statement. You'll be doing your own, of course. At 5:30 p.m. on the 3rd of November, in Asperon-Dunon Gardens, following a verbal altercation, Ferdinand Rey, 11, armed with a stick, struck our son, Bruno Vallon, in the face. The action resulted in, apart from the swelling of the upper lip, the breaking of two incisors, including injury to the nerve in the right incisor. Armed. You don't like armed. What should we say, Michelle? Furnished, equipped? Furnished. With a stick, is that all right?
Furnished, yes.
Furnished with a stick.
Furnished. Well, the irony is we've always regarded Asperon-Dunon Gardens as a haven of security. Unlike the Montsouris Park.
She's right. We've always said Montsouris Park, no? Asperon-Dunon Gardens, yes.
Absolutely. Anyway, thank you for coming. There's nothing to be gained for getting stuck down some emotional cul-de-sac.
We should be thanking you. We should.
I don't see that any thanks are necessary. Fortunately, there's still such a thing as the art of coexistence, is there not?
Which our children don't seem to have mastered. Well, at least not ours.
Yes, not ours.
So what's going to happen to the two? Well, we don't know yet. They're being cautious about the prognosis. Apparently the nerve hasn't been totally exposed.
Only a bit of it's been exposed.
Yes, some of it's been exposed and some of it's still covered. That's why they decided not to kill the nerve just yet.
They're trying to give the tooth a chance.
Well, obviously it will be best to avoid endodontic surgery.
Well, yes.
So there'll be an interim period while they give the nerve a chance to recover.
In the meantime, they'll be giving him a ceramic crown.
Whatever happens, you can't have implants before you're 18.
Oh, no.
Permanent implants can't be fitted until you finish growing.
Of course. I hope that... I do hope it all works out.
Let's hope so.
Those tulips are gorgeous.
It's that little florist in the Mouton Dubonnet market. You know the one right at the top?
Oh, yes.
They come every morning direct from Holland. €10 for a bunch of 50.
Really?
You know the one right at the top?
Oh, yes, yes.
You know, he didn't want to identify Ferdinand.
No, he didn't.
Impressive sight, that child. Face bashed in, teeth missing, still refusing to talk.
Oh, he also didn't want to identify him for fear of looking like a sneak in front of his friends. We have to be honest, Veronique, it was nothing more than bravado.
Of course. But bravado is a kind of courage, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes.
So how did
excuse
you
me.
find out Ferdinand's name?
Well, we explained to Bruno that he wasn't helping this child by shielding him.
We said to him, if this child thinks he can go on hitting people with impunity, why should he stop?
We said to him, if we were this boy's parents, we would definitely want to be told.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's
Excuse me. Yes, Maurice. Thanks for calling back. Right, look, in today's Le Monde, look, let me read it to you. Yes, according to a paper published in the Lancet and taken up yesterday in the FT, 2 Australian researchers have revealed the neurological side effects of Ontrol, a hypertensive beta blocker manufactured by the Varennes Pharma laboratories. These side effects range from hearing loss to ataxia. Yes, well, who the hell is your media watchdog? Yes, it's very bloody inconvenient. No, what's most inconvenient about it as far as I'm concerned is the AGM's insurance. Well, do you have insurance contingency to cover litigation? Okay. Oh, Maurice, ask your DOC to find out if this story shows up anywhere else. Yeah, call me back. Excuse me.
So, you're...
A lawyer.
What about you?
Oh, me, I have a wholesale company, household goods. And Veronique is a writer and works part-time at an art history bookshop.
A writer.
I contributed to a collection on the civilization of Sheba, based on the excavations that were restarted at the end of the Ethiopian-Eritrean War. And I have a book coming out in January on the Darfur tragedy.
So you specialise in Africa?
Oh, I'm very interested in that part of the world.
Do you have any other children?
Bruno has a 9-year-old sister, Camille, who's furious with her father because last night her father got rid of the hamster.
You got rid of the hamster?
Yes. That hamster made the most appalling racket all night. I'm going to spend the whole day fast asleep. Well, Bruno was in a very bad way. He was driven crazy by the noise that hamster made. As for me, to tell you the truth, I've been wanting to get rid of it for ages. So I said to myself, right, that's it. I took it out and I put it on the street. I thought they loved drains and gutters and so on, but no, not a bit of it. It just sat there, paralysed on the pavement. Well, we're not domestic animals. They're not wild animals. I don't know where their natural habitat is. Dump them in the woods, they're probably just as unhappy.
You left it outside.
And he left it there and tried to convince Camille to run away, but she wasn't having it.
Well, I had the hamster vanished this morning.
Vanished?
Good, that's all you get today. Thank you very much. So, needless to say, as the play progresses, these 4 start behaving exactly like their children do in the playground. It's not called God of Carnage for no reason at all. So it is very non-stop. It's like being hit over the head with a stick by the time you get out of the end of it, but it is lots of fun. We're having a great deal of fun in the rehearsal room. I open the floor up to if anyone has any questions about the show and would like to know a little bit more without me giving too much away. Feel free to ask anything of the actors while they're here. Use them. No? We've got 2 locals here. We've got Phil and Barbara, and Claire's come down from Christchurch. We were lucky enough to grab her from the court. And John Glass, you might be familiar with, was here with Pit and Painters last year. So it's great to have them all back. The set's just looking superb. It's just about finished and we're about to head into production week on Tuesday. Peter King and Matt have done a fantastic job with that. We've got Louise and Bex here who are also on the technical team. Louise, who's stage manager at the theatre, is doing props for the show, and Bex is the technical coordinator. We've got Rebecca Tapp as our stage manager and doing a fantastic job. Yeah, oh, in the corner. Hi, Lillian. Yes.
I was going to say, I mean, obviously this is set in Paris. You weren't tempted to go with putting on on
French accents.
French accent?
No, I decided that it was almost as if we were expatriates living in Paris, because I love the language and the reference to the place names, and we don't quite have the same society rules in New Zealand that France does. So there's something about the breaking down of those, those conventions that really serves this play, and we're a little bit more gung-ho down here. The class system isn't as defined, so it's nice to sort of sit in that world.